So I get asked all the time, what car do you like better, your 996 911 or your C5 Corvette? And that's a hard question to answer because I absolutely love them both. And there's a reason why I own both of them and not one and not the other. And we'll get into that a little bit in this video. For starters, I didn't even do it on purpose, but I just have a thing for early 2000s sports cars because that's when I graduated from high school in 2002. And, you know, the C5 Corvette was the Corvette. That was the best one you could get. And the 996 Carrera, this is the car from Gone in 60 Seconds. So this car was like a dream car for me. I also had a 2003 Infiniti G35 Coupe, 2003 E46 M3. So I've had a lot of early 2000s cars, and I currently have two now, and I absolutely love both of them. So let's get into the differences between the two and where I like each car more and where it might fit in for you if you want one instead of the other, if you can't do both. For starters, street behavior in the 996 is worlds better than the C5 Corvette. The C5 Corvette was a bastard from Chevrolet when it came out in 1997. And the interior of that car, it's cheap plastic, it rattles, it's really uncomfortable on long trips, especially because I have it set up for track suspension. This car, you know, people knock on the 996, but the interior in this car really is nice for what it was in 2002. So I don't have any complaints with it. The seats are comfortable, I can enjoy it on long trips. It doesn't rattle, there's not a lot of shaking and stuff. I can fit my kid's car seat in the back, no problems with any of that stuff.
You like it? Yes?
It's awesome. Plus, as low as you think that this car is to the ground, the C5 Corvette sits a lot lower, and I scrape that at just about everywhere I go, and I don't even have that car slammed. I have that car as high as I can on the lowering bolts. This car is lowered, and I still don't hit hardly anything wherever I go. It's very dailyable. If you could, they make these in all-wheel drive models, so you could get a Carrera 4 that's all-wheel drive. You can drive it in the winter, and those even still come with a stick, so it's still fun and sporty at the same time. So this doesn't get talked about enough when we're talking about what Corvettes can't do. They can't do this. I'm in a car wash right now, and when I did this in the Corvette, I got absolutely soaked. It was awful. Oh, it's still doing it. Son of a bitch. Oh! All right, moment of truth again. We're going through the car wash. I think it's going to be better. It's going to be better. It's going to be better. It's not better. It's not better. I'm soaked. Maybe it's because it's an aftermarket target top. I don't know. But you can't do this in my C5 Corvette, whereas in the 911, this thing is totally sealed up like nothing else. It's awesome. On the flip side, though, on track, I think the Corvette is a lot better. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Corvette homer, because I have this car too. I also don't think I trust myself to push this to its limit like I do with the Corvette. I've gotten very good at driving a rear-engine car, but it's still a little more unpredictable than I want, because I know you have all that grip in the back until you have none, and then it's gone. With the Corvette, it's a lot more predictable with throttle, and in a straight line, it's a lot faster. It was a lot faster when it was stock. Now that I have our signature track weapon cam in it, it's definitely a lot faster now. My guess is trap speed might be like 117 to 119, and this probably traps 108 at best. The Corvette trapped probably 112 in the quarter mile when it was stock. So the Corvette is definitely faster when you're talking about that. But more enjoyable on backcountry roads, definitely the 911. Both have air conditioning. It's not like an amenities thing. It's just this is a more comfortable car to drive on back roads. It just is.
If you're looking for a great way to support our channel, check out lobeboostfilms.com. Not only does this support the channel, but you'll look great while you do it as well. We have a great selection of different types of apparel and merchandise that you guys can buy. I also have a selection of car parts and tools that we've reviewed on the channel that we know work well for sale on there as well at a good price, so make sure you check it out.
The car still has great power for what it does. I mean, this thing still rips. 320 horsepower, probably at the wheels is like 270.
The next thing I want to talk about is sound, and it's hard to be objective with this because it's really a subjective topic. I think they both sound amazing. Flat 6 and roaring pushrod V8s are two totally different sounds, and they both sound amazing. It's a preference thing. Don't make me choose, but I'll let you guys pick for yourself. This is my 911 with aftermarket exhaust and my Corvette cammed out, full wide open pulse. Told you it wasn't going to be easy. Well, the one thing that I can easily say that I feel is definitively better, shifter and pedal feel much better in the 911. It's just buttery smooth. The pedals are very close together. It's really easy to shift, really easy to heel toe, easily better. Overall grip and handling easily goes to the C5 Corvette. I can fit 315 wide tires in the front and in the back on this thing. It has insane levels of grip that I can't even come close to attaining in the 911. In terms of dollar per dollar on-track performance, I don't know if there's another car that can come close to the C5 Corvette in terms of power and handling as a track car. I feel like, the C6 Corvette is better, but I don't know if it's double the price better. The C5 Corvette is just that damn good. You could tell me E46 M3, C6 Z06, 997 911, maybe even a 991 911. I don't know if there's a better track car for the money out there right now, and I'll stand firmly with that.
Engine replacement cost on the Corvette is going to be significantly less than the 911. Pretty sure a 911 engine is like $15,000, and you can get an LS1 for like $1,500 if you look in the right places. I've had more things break on the Corvette than on the 911, but I also think it's because I track it a heck of a lot more, but nothing crazy. The only thing I've had to replace on the 911 was the battery and the alternator, and that's it. The cooling and power steering system on the Corvette definitely needs to be upgraded if you're going to start tracking it hard, and the faster you get, the more that is apparent. All in all, my final take on this is, if you can only have one, you got to ask yourself what you're going to do with it. If you're going to have a car that's primarily a track car that you'll drive on the street every now and then, the answer is only the Corvette. But if you want a really nice car that is awesome to drive on the street, and you'll drive it mainly on the street and maybe do a few track days, I think the 911 is the way to go. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm really interested to hear what you all have to say about these two vehicles. If you want to learn more about each of these cars I do have a bunch of videos on them on my YouTube channel, so make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and check those videos out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.